Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Willowvine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. So like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. I just got kind of a pit in my stomach, like a little bit of a nervous feeling where there's a bit of hesitation here. And what was it that I heard? I'm gonna get rid of this, but there's still something I need to know. So I don't know if there's something, an object you have, or just something, whatever it is, where it's like, I'm gonna get rid of it for whatever reason, because it just doesn't vibe with you, suit you, whatever. It's almost like when you hold on to something from the past, like a memento, you know, like when you're kids and stuff and you save a movie ticket from whatever movie you saw with your boyfriend or friends or whatever. It could be something like that, or just anything, but it feels like you don't need it. It's not significant to you anymore, but there's more information surrounding whoever's tied to it, or fucking breaks, or whatever it is. Um, so it's like I need just a little bit more information, then I'm gonna get rid of this. So someone might be clearing their space, getting rid of stuff. But the main energy so far, I'm not keeping these cards out, I'm just going to mention it, is there is someone who is envious of you, who is paying attention. This doesn't feel like a love interest or anything like that. This feels like someone you would least expect, probably never even think of, like, I don't associate with so and so. It would be someone that you know or know of, but you're not friends with them. You didn't date them, it's nothing like that, so they're not significant to you. They could be significant to you, like from your past for a negative reason, like bully mentality, someone who just never really cared for you because they're jealous. Um, there's someone like that paying attention to someone, and it just feels so unnecessary, because it's like they would add zero value to your life and vice versa, because you don't even talk to this person, associate with them. Like, you'd probably be shocked to know who this is. Like, what? Like, why the fuck are you paying attention? Like, of all people. Something like that. So it's almost like the first person that pops in your head, like, that you would think would be envious, or that would, just kind of lurk in the shadows. It's probably not who this is. It's that you forgot about me energy, but you probably did, because this person has no significance to your life whatsoever. So I'm not sure why they would even be lurking, I just heard to be 10 steps ahead of you, but if you're unaware that they're there, or a problem that they even remember who you are, do you know what I mean? Like, if they're not even on your radar, then how the fuck would they be ahead of you or behind you, because you're not even on the same path? It just, I don't know, that's weird to me. So you got a lurker, and it's someone you least expect. I don't think this person's going to cause any harm or anything. I mean, they might run their mouth and talk shit behind your back, especially if there's like mutual friends and stuff here, like if they're connected to anyone you know. But feels kind of petty to me and childish, so it's definitely, this energy is beneath whoever I'm talking to and not significant at all. It's just kind of like, heads up, be aware, you got eyes on you. That's really what it feels like, because other than that, I don't know why the hell it would even mean anything to you or matter, because this person is not affecting your life. Maybe they want to. Psychic protection, you're protected. I mean, if you have spiritual gifts and abilities, they definitely protect you from people like that, and others, and other energies. So this person could just be sending that bad juju your way, like hater stuff. I don't like you, that type of shit. But you're protected from it. So I wouldn't even worry about it. There is a significance as to why this person's even popping up. I feel like it's just to bring this to your attention, but like, why, transmission, spreading of conditions, influence, impact. Well, I do feel like some of you could be an influencer of some kind, but you do make a pretty big impact on the people around you, within your community, you know, with whatever you're doing, just who you are. It's like you leave a lasting impression on people, and it probably upsets some people, the low vibing ones, that's for sure. Anti-hero, maverick, risk taker, rule breaker. You're going against the grain. Okay, so whoever's paying attention to you and is just like, you're doing things that they wouldn't do, that they couldn't do, that they feel like that they shouldn't, because it's, for one, it's not who they are. I don't know how, like, this feels like wishful thinking energy, like when you're watching someone do something and it's like, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish. Careful what you wish for, depending on what this is pertaining to, but there's like someone in the background wishing they could, even if they don't want to be more like you or like you, which someone might, they might want to have the abilities you do or the talents that you do, depending on what this is. Like, oh, I wish I could paint like that, or I wish I could, you know, read tarot or whatever, you know what I mean? No matter what it is, there's something you're doing that this other person isn't capable of, and that's probably why they're drawn to you. But it just fuels that negative fire within them, because they go, oh, it's not fair, you know, that type of energy. Magical inheritance, yeah. I feel like whatever this is, it's just in your blood, you know. It's a natural talent, a natural gift that can't really be taught. You know, I can sit here and explain experiences and intuition and things like that, because, you know, we all have intuition, and a lot of us do have spiritual gifts and abilities. It's, you know, they're different levels and different abilities. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like even though you can learn about that stuff and have a better understanding for yourself, whoever I'm talking about here, these are like God-given gifts, basically, that can't be taught. So how do I want to say it? You can be taught and learn how to understand your intuition and abilities better, and how to work with them for yourself with these tips and tricks and advice and whatever, no matter who they're coming from or where the information's coming from. But whatever these abilities are, these talents are, it can't be taught. You're born with it. You know, it's a natural flow for you, and it's not for somebody else. And they might be trying to figure out how to, like, look, I want to learn how to do what you do. And no matter how much they practice or whatever they do, it just doesn't work for them, because it's not meant for them. And they're probably not, for one, they're probably not as open as they believe that they are. If we're talking spiritually, but they don't have these God-given gifts. That's just not their path, whoever this person is. Probably because they'd use it for evil. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of ironic that this energy is coming up, because last night I was drawn to watch the movie The Craft, and I haven't seen that in forever. And if you think about it, I can never remember their names. Sarah's the good witch, and then there's I don't remember the creepy one with the dark hair. I can never remember her name. But anyways, it doesn't matter. She had evil intent and Sarah didn't. So when they were invoking the spirit, we'll just say, in the movie, and I know that's fictional, but, you know, you can really practice. But anyways, with magical things and whatnot, the energy that came their way was different because of the practitioner's intentions. So I feel like whoever has these, like, you're a natural witch, you know, you were born with this stuff, even if you just came into your abilities and you're understanding it now or later in life, doesn't mean it wasn't always there. It's in your blood, is what I'm feeling here. And then there's somebody else where it isn't, but maybe they can make things happen for themselves if they learn, or if they do things properly, but they don't have these God-given gifts because they wouldn't use them right, because their intentions aren't pure. It'd be for selfish reasons, and it would basically backfire. which is probably why they weren't born with whatever this is, and that's where some jealousy is for someone. It's not for everyone, but someone, I don't know, there's someone who wishes they could be the Wicked Witch, apparently. Intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence, distorted view. Someone could also have a distorted view of you and your practices, like how you live your life, whatever you're doing. There's an illusion here because it's, I don't know, for some reason it's, maybe someone's delusional, I'm not sure, but, or they're thinking that way about somebody, but it feels like fact or fiction, because I'm, like, this is fictitious, like the movie, The Craft is fiction, and then you have the reality of a situation, or real life, I should say. So real life practices, fictional practices. I almost feel like there's someone here, like, so when you say witches, witchcraft, spiritual gifts, abilities, when you say any of that, when you talk about this subject matter, the metaphysical or the paranormal even, there's someone here who, they have it in, how they think of it is fiction. They might not believe, but even if they do believe, it's like, it's got to be like it is in the movies. I don't know if someone thinks that way, even if they know that, like, lightning bolts won't go out of your finger and shit, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel delusional to that point. It feels like Hollywood for some reason in someone's mind, or their expectation of magic, their expectation of spirit communication and all that is Hollywood expectation, because it's what they've seen. That's not how it works, and most of you know that, but there's someone here that might go, they could discredit you, or discredit someone or many people who are in this field, I guess you could say, who have these capabilities, who do these practices and whatever, as like, yeah, right, that's not true. It's just a big coincidence because it's not this big Hollywood to do. I don't know, someone's really thinking that way. So it's like imagination versus reality. And yes, magic is truly real. Like, I have an example, but for some reason I feel like I shouldn't share that example. So I'm going to say it in a roundabout way. Because in readings, for some reason, I feel more, like I'm more cautious with the things I say. So I feel like that's part of a message in here for some of you is, be careful what you do say around certain people, whether it's publicly or to specific people around you, because I don't know, they could just twist your words around or take something wrong and blow something up out of proportion or something. Like make a bigger deal of something than it really is, kind of thing. I don't know, there's kind of dramatic energy in here for some reason. So we could have a drama king or queen on our hands here. But if you think about it with your imagination in Hollywood, that's a major exaggeration because it's for entertainment purposes only. The reality of any situation is very different from Hollywood. But not a lot of people separate, fact from fiction. So there's something here that's true, that's looked at as a lie or a tall tale, and something that's fake that seems legitimate. I don't know, something like that. But the example I wanted to use, or something, like, because I wrote down in that book, like, things always just work out for you. That's kind of like the magical experiences I'm talking about. Like, okay, people could just chalk this up to a big coincidence when things like this happen because you can't see it with your own eyes, Like I said, the lightning bolts aren't shooting out of anyone's fingers, and you don't see a dome around my house. So when I protect my home with herbs and salt and whatever I'm doing, sage, palo santos, whatever, or you guys, a big bubble doesn't just appear. So it's not like in the movies when it's like this force field. No, it's not. It just wards off negative energies. So spiritual energies, the intentions of others, and negative people. you know, they can still enter your home. Like they're not gonna hit a wall and bounce off, you know, like in Hocus Pocus 2 when they were in the circle of salt and Sarah's like boing in the movie. None of that shit's gonna happen. They can cross the threshold. They just will feel uncomfortable. They won't want to stick around. They might not even understand why. It's just pushing their energy out because they don't belong. And if you have animals, those animals might attack, get angry, not want them around. They might get very protective, basically. Which I can honestly say from personal experience, everyone thought that my dog was this, my light's flashing, was this vicious dog because he did bite my daughter's now ex-boyfriend when he had first come over. And I got bit in the process trying, to intervene, but he was a very good judge of character, because that guy is a motherfucker from hell. I'm just saying. He's the wolf in sheep's clothing that a lot of people talk about when we talk about narcissistic people, like just the crap he's pulling, which my daughter is thankfully seeing through his baloney. Just saying, I'm not even going to get into details with that, but my dog was like, no, I do not want you in my fucking house, and he made it clear. And yes, it was kind of a scary moment. I still believe it shouldn't have happened, but I can understand, why he reacted that way, because he doesn't do that with just anyone. He might jump and get excited, but he doesn't get like, "Rrr," and he did not like his ass at all. At fucking all. Great judge of character. But that's all protection too. So it's not like, that happened a while ago, but I don't know. I just feel like it's not real because I can't fucking see it. It's not like a movie. Someone might be dabbling in things that they don't understand or fully believe in, because in order to dabble in it, you have to believe a little bit, even if you're like making a joke, like a mockery of somebody or whatever, like, oh, haha, I'm gonna do this and that and whatever, and see what happens. For one, if you don't have true intentions, that nothing's really gonna happen anyways. But I don't know, I just feel like if it's not this big to do, it isn't true. And that's just not true. See, actually, it's the opposite. It's when you, like, for example, say you're gonna sit down and do a ritual and it's for prosperity and abundance or a manifestation, because it doesn't matter what label you put on it. Magic comes in many forms, whether you are a witch or not, that's just a label. We all have different practices that we do to comfort us, to protect us, to make us feel good, whatever. So when you want to manifest things, like you want to manifest money, happiness, love, whatever, if you're doing it with the best of intentions, it will work out. But you could be doing these rituals or just do one and, set it and forget it kind of thing. And then all of a sudden you notice these beautiful things start flowing your way. It might happen a little at a time, one thing here and then nothing and then another thing, or a lucky streak, like, wow, I lucked out with this happening, holy shit. It could be pertained to your manifestations, but other people who don't believe could look at it and just be like, you're just a lucky streak, things just work out for you. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but it ain't fucking magic. Or is it? Someone might be questioning that too, like, wow, either you're one lucky son of a bitch, or there is some truth to this shit, Or if you do a banishing spell and you try to protect your energy so no one negative and nothing negative can come your way, and then all of a sudden these shitty people that used to be around you, used to want to talk to you, they just go away. And it's like, I wonder why so-and-so doesn't want to be around anymore. I wonder what happened there. They just changed course magically because you willed it away. That's magic. I mean, I can throw a glitter bomb in your face to make it seem more theatrical, but that part would be fake. Anyways, Death in the Maiden. Invasion, boundaries violated, dominance. Yeah. I feel like there is someone who is invading your space, your energetic bubble, definitely. because look, that's the dead. And I don't feel like it's people on the other side that are just like on somebody. If you're a medium, they're always around. If you have, you know, your walls of protection up and you set clear boundaries, they'll come in when you want them to, and they will understand, you know, when they can speak and when they can't. And if it's an emergency, sometimes they butt in, but it depends. You know, if you live your life that way, if you have those experiences, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because not everyone does. But this feels like a person when they're sending their energy your way and they're just kind of attached to you and lingering. Someone's trying to, it might be that energy. Well, there's an energy here, but anyways, it might be that envious person, someone who's paying attention. Their energy is lingering around you, but there is a bubble around you where they can't get in, so they're just kind of circling you, almost like when the sharks start circling their prey. But that's all that this energy can really do right now. They can't figure out a way to get in, to get to you, but they're trying to. That might be why they're paying attention to you in some way. There's just never an opportune time to strike, is what it feels like. It's like a series of fortunate events for you and a series of unfortunate events for them, and they're probably not even looking at it that way. Like, you could do all the rituals in the world, you can say all the prayers you want, you know, this isn't going to stop me, this isn't going to stop this, but it actually is. Okay, say this is a physical person and they're just around, you know, they're not, maybe they're just looking online or something, they might not be in your physical environment right now because they can't be. And it's not because they physically can't run over to your house or wherever you are, but things like this will happen. So say this person's like, oh, you think that this is fucking magic keeping me away? I know where you go, so I'm gonna go to that store the same time that you're there, and you decide to change stores. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna go up to this store. Nope, never mind, I'm gonna go somewhere else instead. So they're sitting there waiting to run into you, and they can't because you went somewhere else. Or you were gonna go drive wherever and then your car fucking died and you had to stay home, or they wanted to come to your home and you're like, oh shit, I forgot, I gotta go somewhere, and then you fucking leave. So you never connect, you're always just missing each other, which is the protection. That's what I feel like it's gonna happen. Could be going on for some of you, but this person's gonna be like, they're gonna try to combat this, like, you know, that's not fucking true. If magic really, it just, I don't know, I feel like I have free will, I can do whatever I want. Yes, you can, but strange things can happen and make you want to do this, that, or whatever, and you will listen and do it, and you'll avoid whoever this is, and they're not going to put two and two together because they don't look at life that way. So don't worry, you're protected from thy enemy, I guess, whoever has a fucking problem with you, because someone does have a problem with you. They got a problem with a lot of people, because I don't feel like it's just you. I feel like this person is never satisfied, whoever they are. Like, their life could be picture perfect, you know, or look that way. Or they could just get what they want, and it's still not what they want. This is like a bottomless pit type person. They always want more. They always want what other people have. They never really focus on the here and the now and appreciate the shit that they do have, you know? It's someone like that. Hidden desires, hidden intentions reversed. Yeah, this person's intentions are going to be known. They can't keep this hidden anymore. There's something that you're figuring out, or people, or someone in this situation's like, oh, I see why the fuck so-and-so asked me about you, or why you popped up, or why you asked me that fucking question. It's almost like when somebody asks you a weird question and you're like, well, why do you want to know that? And you don't think anything of it, so you go, oh yeah, blah blah, and tell them, and then you go back over it and you're like, that was kind of weird. Why would somebody want to know what time so-and-so goes to work? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know, it could be anything, but I don't know, someone's gonna get caught in a roundabout way. Because they're just doing too much, is what it feels like. Two of Cups. It could pertain to some type of connection or relationship. Somebody's just doing the most. Give me one more on the Two of Cups. I really hope this isn't stalker shit, because with the Two of Cups showing up and like boundaries being violated, some of you could have multiple people watching you, or there's two separate situations here. Someone you don't think of at all. You wouldn't even like why would you, you know? And there could be somebody else that you probably wouldn't think of, or you wouldn't think that they felt this way, but it will come out. Someone just can't act on their plans. If somebody has a plan to hurt you and just come in and date you and you know, I don't know, cause problems that way, they can't. Whatever this idea is, it's a bad one and it will fail. Because I just feel like if anyone's making plans to do something dumb or to be mean, you're protected in the fact that they can never connect with you. This won't work out no matter what. Like every idea they have is just going to the wayside. Because it's not meant for you. And I do feel like whoever I'm talking to, you have protected yourself in many ways. Even if you just wear a cross around your neck, you know, and that's what you believe protects you, it is. Like, whatever you believe in is protecting you. So you don't have to do rituals to be protected like this. I just feel like bad intentions can't get through. They just can't get through. But someone's still trying. Because they don't believe you. They don't believe that this shit is real. Nobody's spiritually protected. Oh, well, you know, if you don't believe that, then you're wide the fuck open. You know what I mean? So this person's probably wide open to the things that they don't understand. Just saying. I don't know, someone's plans just aren't working out. They have bad ideas. It's a bad idea. So if someone's going to head your way just to cause some fuckery, it's a bad idea. Could be a friend of yours. Or someone that wants to befriend you. Like, oh my gosh, you're going to be my new BFF. Whether they're the same sex or not. Here's your sign. I don't know, there's a significance with a night out as well. Potentially a night owl, somebody who stays up late. A night out and unreliable information. Someone is talking to someone. They're either going to connect with them while they're out and about somewhere, I don't know, party, bar, friend's house, wherever, and there's someone that they're going to talk to. They haven't yet, have they? No. They might ask for advice. I don't know. Whoever this is, I wouldn't talk to them about a specific person or whatever the situation is, because it's unreliable information. Whoever you're going to speak to, or this person's going to speak to, it's not going to, I don't know, it's like, it's false information, whatever it is. I just heard, don't listen to what this person says. It's like when somebody wants to start rumors and shit, like, do you know what so-and-so's doing? Don't pay no mind to that, because someone's trying to start something. Trying to start a rumor. Now that song by Bonnie Raitt's popping in my head again. Let's give them something to talk about. So this is like small town bullshit where people are just bored, you know, and they've got to have something going on. Maybe it's just this group or this one person. I don't know. It's just unreliable information to hold somebody back. Okay, why would you want to give me more on this unreliable? Not that. This unreliable information. Whenever you want to know something, go to the source. Like if you want to know the truth. Because it's almost like if you would have just talked to me, this could all be avoided if you just talk to me, or if you just like if so and so just talks to you directly instead of asking about you or listening to what other people have to say about you or about whatever the situation is. Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundary, still angry. Someone won't talk to you because they're upset. I don't know if they're upset about what somebody else said, like this unreliable information. Like if they're mad at you over whatever was going on that you're probably unaware of. Or if there's just some type of separation or discord between you and this person, and it's like they'll ask about you or look into you, but they don't want to talk to you directly because they're just not ready to talk to you right now for whatever reason. Well, don't get information on another person through other people because that's usually unreliable. I'm just saying. Some shocking fucking news here, just saying. There's a surprise coming in. Yeah, there's someone here that wasn't speaking to you for whatever reason. They didn't want to listen. They want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Surprise! Too bad. Yeah, somebody didn't want to listen. Give me more on this. Cheers, not today. Well, time ain't ticking anymore, I'm just saying. I just heard time's up for the truth. So you probably don't want to deal with this person. That might surprise them. That might shock them. It's like, oh, you chose to listen to everyone else. You didn't want to talk to me. You didn't care what I had to say. So, you know, time's up, motherfucker. Sorry. I've wasted enough time on this bullshit. I'm not putting up with it. So by the time this person comes around to actually get the truth, to get some type of clarity from you or whoever, you're not going to deal with them. The roles are going to be flipped around. Like I said, your protection in this situation is that you guys won't connect. No matter what. There's going to be some type of fucking interference. And it doesn't feel like interference because of people. It's just you're protected from this because there's nothing but bullshit tied to this situation, this person. And spirit's keeping them at bay. Like, don't be surprised if they call you and all of a sudden the phone just hangs up, or your phone dies out of nowhere. It's like, I had, you know, full bars, full service. Why the hell don't I have service all of a sudden? Or why did my battery just drain out of nowhere so I can't speak? Why did we get disconnected? What the fuck? That's weird. And then you can't call back, and then the next time, you know, if they want to reach out, you're too busy, you miss the call, you keep missing their call, they never leave a message, or shit like that is going to happen with this person. Because spirit's going, not today. We've wasted too much time on this bullshit already. That's really what this feels like, which, that's pretty cool, you know? Spirit's awesome like that. It's just a headache that you don't need to deal with. They had plenty of time to right a wrong, to figure shit out, and they chose not to. They chose to do something probably pretty negative. Temperance, 10 of potions, which is the 10 of cups, and the 3 of potions, the 3 of cups. That's a very healing energy. Wanting to reconcile. That's about friendship. You have your back turned to this, though. So if someone's in their feels now, like they actually give a shit or they want to say they care, no matter how deep those feels go, I don't feel like you care because you got your back turned to this. Like, this 10 of cups is not your 10 of cups. Like, you didn't believe in me, you didn't believe in this. Why the fuck would I work together with you? Why would I come together with you? Why? I don't know. That's really what this feels like. You could have tried to open this person's eyes in some sort of way, no matter what we're talking about. Because you know when you know someone's problematic, like say you're telling the truth about, you know, a situation, something that happened between people, whatever. No matter what it is, like you're telling the truth and somebody else isn't, and you know that they're not, and you're going, this is not, that they're fucking lying. So you're showing this person, explaining to this person or people, you know, what's legitimate and what isn't, and you're not believed. Somebody believed a liar. They believe bullshit, and now they want to come in and rectify a situation with you. But it's like, well, if all I do is talk out of my ass, why the fuck do you want to talk to me? I thought I was lying. I don't know, like. So if you tried to not only prove your innocence, I don't even know if I want to say it like that, but if you tried to, you know, let somebody know the truth, or just you're just being genuine and it got you nowhere, I feel like you don't care about it anymore. You've turned your back on it. Like, you'll find out someday, you'll figure it out, and when you do, I won't be there for you, you know? I'm not sure. MS, the letters M and S could be significant for some of you, and the letter W. I don't know if they're connected, different, you know, different people, initials. Dead man's toes with 6 of potions, the 6 of cups reversed. Oh, there's 2 things. There's something hidden there in the past. There's something hidden in the past. Probably bullshit. The star reversed. Something didn't work out in the past, either between you and this person or in this situation, and you have your back turned to it. I want to be like, they couldn't get your soul. They couldn't get to you. Someone just couldn't get to you. Whether it's to connect or they just couldn't get under your skin, you know? Because if you look at it this way, I know the star upright and tarot is good, but in the movie, you know, that's when she had the potion and the witches can suck her dry. She's open. She's vulnerable. In the open, you're vulnerable. So if you share your gifts and abilities, and if you're open about that stuff, it does make you a target. It makes you more vulnerable, especially if you don't protect yourself, which is probably what I was talking about, protection and all that shit in here. Someone's trying to take something from you, but in the reverse, you're not open. You're not vulnerable to this crap. Someone in the past was not open to whatever this is, whatever was going on. And it feels like metaphysical stuff. Like, yeah, right, I don't believe. They're thinking it's going to be Hollywood fucking effects and shit, and it isn't. They just weren't, they were very closed-minded, basically. They weren't open to the situation in the past. And now you're not open to them, to explaining it, to being there, any of it. Like, it's got to be balanced, and the situation isn't balanced. So whatever they did to you is basically how you're going to be to them, or just what's going to happen in this situation, even if it doesn't involve you. Somebody else could end up being closed off to them, because it's making me think of when I said in a reading where, say you had some crazy spiritual experiences and people just made fun of you, no matter who they are, and they didn't believe, and it was just like a very taxing time, and no one was really in your corner, or very few people. Whoever wasn't, it's like if anyone's putting that shit on you, making fun of you, mocking you, whatever, it's reversed now. They're going to have some experiences. Yeah, my light flashed. And the only person that they would feel comfortable talking to or know that would be knowledgeable in this is the one person they pushed away and didn't believe in the first fucking place. So they're gonna have to deal with this on their own because you got your back turned to it. Like, I'm not helping you through this. Good luck. Godspeed. That's really what it feels like. So there's someone here who backed themselves into a corner and fucked themselves over, basically, because they didn't think that they would ever need that type of help, that type of assistance. It's making me think of when, you know, someone goes into panic mode, like in the movies, you know, when crazy shit's happening to them, and then they knock on the crazy witch's door, and they're like, oh my God, help me, help me, help me. I don't know what to do. They won't leave me alone. This is happening, whatever. And the witch is like, oh, so now you believe. Wonderful. I don't know, this is kind of funny. As a turnaround, no matter no matter what happens, they didn't receive the message. Somebody didn't understand something. They're going to need guidance, and they're not going to know how to get through to you or get through to their own spirit team, because you kind of have to believe in order to fucking reach out, you know what I'm saying? There's no guidebook to this shit. Someone knows you have an understanding, and they don't. And they're going, I don't know the code to get in. I don't know the password. I don't know how to get this information. Well, if you're not supposed to have it, you're definitely not going to be able to attain it, especially if you are, you know, trying to seek it spiritually. And sometimes spirit can be tricky and make you think you're getting certain information about a specific person, and if you're not supposed to, they'll lie to you. It's not really a lie, it's more like a trick. This is what you think you're seeing, but you're not. Especially if you have bad intentions. Mummy. Between the ancient past and the modern world, is there any place where I belong? It's finding that happy medium here. Someone's stuck in the middle of something, they don't know what to do. They don't know what path to choose. Well, protection, there's a gargoyle. In stone I am carved, let alone in the cold, always watching over, protecting stories untold. Someone's stories, their lineage, whatever they got going on is spiritually protected. You are spiritually protected. If somebody doesn't know the passcode to get in, they think they do, but they don't. And this isn't literally, I mean, it could be on a device, like somebody doesn't know your code, maybe you changed it, and they're like, damn it. But this feels spiritual. So if someone's trying to astral travel your way, get into your psyche, your dreams, you know, shit like that, just to gain information. Or if they're reading your channel messages, your spiritual books, like if you write anything down, even things you say, it's all in code. It's a spiritual code that someone can't crack. It's funny that it's making me think of that, because I said that a while back, like years ago. Like you could read my channeled messages, like just read it, and you'll have no clue what it means, because it changes sometimes, but it's not, you can't take it at face value, because that's not the meaning of what's written. And I kind of feel something like that. It's a code within a code that no one would really understand, because they would take it at face value and it'd make no fucking sense to them, or it would be false information. That's what I just said. Spirit can lead you to false information or show you that, but it's not really false. It's just you don't have access. You don't understand what it means. So if anyone's reading your journals or shit like that, they're not going to know. They'll take it at face value and be like, I can't believe that's written down here. Oh my God, this is going on. And that's not what it is. They can't access the true information, even if it's sitting right out in the open, because it's protected. Through symbols. Someone doesn't understand the symbols. Because it's symbolism. Yeah, somebody's taken something at face value not metaphorically speaking or symbolically speaking. Because it's like this code will direct you to what you need to know. And someone's going, well, my camera ain't working with it. Like, I need a device. I need something to help me crack this code. I need guidance to help me crack this code. Information. Someone needs that. But whoever's intended to see this or know this doesn't. It just shows up. It's just there. It's like, whew, open sesame. You don't even have to do anything. Someone's a pyro in this energy too, or fire is significant. So I don't know if it's a fire sign. Ritualistic practices that involve fire, or just sitting around a campfire. Something to do with fire. And pyro, like setting shit on fire. Yeah. I'm seeing. You know what's making me think of right now? Because there's these little squares in there, and it kind of looks like north, south, east, west. And it's like calling the corners. And I said fire. There's a curse that people can do. I don't remember the ins and outs of it, but it's reminding me of it. Where it's a fire jar, basically. Someone might literally put you in the fire. Like, witchcraft speaking. Like, do something like that. They're gonna put you in the fire. They're gonna put you right in the middle of something. Okay, I do feel that witchcraft stuff because that's what I saw here. But someone's gonna, if you think about it, if you're in the fire, you're in the hot seat, like you're in the middle of a problem. Someone's gonna put you right in the middle of a problem. They want you to be right in the middle of all of this. Be careful who you trust. They want to put you in the middle, but I feel like they can't. Because they can't connect with you. You might be able to connect with them, though. If you think of it from a spiritual sense, it's like there's DC current and alternating current. DC is direct. It's just direct current. Alternating is back and forth. This is DC right here, where you can connect with them because they're open. Like, no, they're vulnerable. They're not open to this. They're fucking vulnerable. But they're putting themselves in that vulnerable position by what they're doing, basically, or what they're gonna do. So you can connect to the problem. You can connect to this. But they can't connect to you no matter what they do. It does not go back and forth. It's one way for your protection. So what you know about this person, these people, this situation, is literally for your protection. You see what other people can't see about a situation or person so that they don't wreck your day, basically. There's something you know about someone, and it's for a bigger purpose. It's because someone's hiding something. You know what someone's hiding. A curse of bones, time and dust, things that were never meant to last. You know that this situation isn't going to be forever. And if this is a love situation, you know that it ain't going to last. I don't know. You know somebody's motives. Even if you don't consciously know that you do know. You know it's not. Yeah, because there's an imposter here. You know that someone's being fake because you can see through their shit. There's a facade here that you can see right through. But they don't know that you can. Or they don't believe that you can. No, you're definitely being guided. You won't fall for whatever this is. But I love you guys. Talk to you soon. I was going to say talk to you a long time. So maybe you talk to this person for a long time when you do speak to him, or you did in the past, or it's been such a long time since we last spoke. We have so much to talk about. Do you? I don't think you do. Maybe somebody wants to say that. One lesson, I don't know. Anyways, love you guys. Peace.